Hi guys, my name is Tracy Newman. I'm from the Navigators Tarot, which you can find me at Sleepy Wisdom. Sorry, you can find me at. I'm getting distracted by the school bus. You can find me as the Navigators Tarot at Instagram and on Facebook. You can also find me as Sleepy Wisdom on my YouTube channel. Okay. If you would like a personal reading from me, you can also find me at my website, which is sleepywisdom.com. Okay, let's see, where are we at for the feminine energies at the moment? Feminine energies are beautiful, beautiful. Oh, wow. The feminine is going through, she's moving through this old world structure and can see the grail ahead, which is golden light pretty much, and love. There are some instances now where the feminine is feeling that her world is toppling and the old world that she thought she knew and that she could rely upon is no longer. As she moves more into these upper echelons of high vibration. And she's being asked to rest at this point in time as the new world comes into being. We're going to be moving into the Ten of Pentacles, which is, of course, abundance, greater abundance. She's kind of like at the moment, she's turned her back on a lot of the lower frequencies and anybody that actually has these lower frequencies that keep themselves trapped, but also her trapped. She's moving into the Ten of Cups, which is a greater sense of love for herself and others, but also too, she's no longer nostalgic. She's going through a bit of nostalgia, it is true, but at the moment it's kind of like she's turned her back on anybody that wants to stay in a completely different timeline. She's moving on from that. She no longer is willing to I guess, it's sort of like, it's interesting because over the last few weeks I have noticed that a lot of, I'm going to have to say this, masculines in particular that have come into the feminine's world have shown that there's a propensity to hold on to the old matrix world. And there's no movement really forward. And instead of once upon a time, you know, what's the word? Not occupying, but actually having anything really much to do with these frequencies, these lower frequencies, you know, trying to wait for them to move into a complete, and actually, you know, having conversations with them has been so difficult that in the end she's just given up, and now moving on into other higher echelons where the meeting of minds comes through a people that she would never have even really thought that would occupy her heart space or mind space. So she's finding that the higher frequencies are in a completely different place than what she actually thought. And so a lot of so she's moving out. So she's moving, it's like she's moving out of the old house and moving into a completely different space where things are a little lighter and there is more communication that is a lot more freer and allows more than restricts, which is what the old world structure, of course, has manifested, and she just can't stay there anymore. The Two of Cups. So there's a lot of feminines who are now occupying their own spaces and actually spending more time with themselves, because the outer world now is just really getting it's getting quite difficult for her to remain in those those lower energies that occupy the world at this time. However, it is going to change, but until that time, she's no longer ready to give any more time to that 3D matrix world, you know. Okay, and this one we have the Two of Cups, which is, of course, love, but I feel like it's more unconditional love for herself and others. We also have the World, Eight of Pentacles, so there's great abundance for in the feminine's world. The Ace of Wands, because she's learnt to move into that greater abundance that the world is able to sort of bring to her at any given time, because she is moving from a completely different frequency and a different vibration than most others. The World too is coming full circle and recognizing that. Ace of Wands is moving very quickly into new energies that the universe is providing for her. There are going to be different relationships that will come forth for the Divine Feminine, where she will feel freer and more able to express. And these are energies, of course, that are moving her into a completely different state of being. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Yeah, of course, the Seven of Cups, where she's able to sort of look and see what her options are. Ace of Pentacles, moving into a completely different world of abundance. And the Nine of Pentacles. She's independent financially and also independently abundant. Her abundance does not come from anybody other than her own connection with the divine. Yeah, interesting energies. So looking out, and also to, yep, having it's like the feminine is now moving forward into these new earth energies, leaving behind anything that chooses to stay in those 3D energies and that different timeline. She's done. She's had enough. So she's moving up and trying to see where her new world is, and it's and look at her, she's on her own there, looking out. And then we also have this one here too, which is the card of victory over those old world energies that no longer occupy her time. She does not give credence to any of that at all. She is now moving forward, upwards, and into these beautiful new earth energies. So I hope that makes sense for everybody, and I shall see you next week. Bye for now.